Very good morning, friends. Welcome to Learning Techniques. And today we are going to discuss about FTP or File Transfer Protocol in Linux. In Linux, majorly the service is governed by two RPM packages. That one is VSFTPD and another is FTP. Let's check if these RPM are already installed in our system or not. Yes, both are provided. FTP RPM majorly provides us the tool FTP, which we are using in order to connect to FTP sites. Now, let's see exactly what files are provided to us by this VSFTPD RPM or a very secure file transfer protocol daemon, which makes sure that the FTP connections should be secure. Somewhere I made a typo. Okay, the set of files provided are displayed on the screen. The top file etclogrotate.d VSFTPD, it makes sure to rotate the logs. It defines a frequency, whether the log should be zipped or not. The next file pam.d VSFTPD, it governs the PAM rules when VSFTPD service is running. Third, FTP users and list. It governs basically which users are allowed to FTP or not. And at the end, vsftp.conf, the main configuration file of VSFTPD or FTP. So let's see if the service is already running. Hmm. Yes, the service is already running on the port 21 probably. Let's check exactly on which port it's running. Okay, it's running on a port 21. Port 21 is basically used to make a connection. When a client machine tried to connect to my server on through FTP, it basically opens, by default it opens a port 21 on my system. Then it provides its required credential or anonymous login details. And after that, once it's done, the port 21 function is done. After that, any data transfer or anything else will be taken care by port 20. So FTP by default uses two ports, 20 and 21. Then on basis whether the transfer is active or a passive, the port for the data can change. So you have to check that. Okay, proceeding further. Let's explore a vsftpd.conf file. Yeah, leave it. The server is already running. So let's check exactly what we are getting when we try to connect vsftp to our primary IP. Okay, when I try to connect by default, it's not asking me for any credential, and it's by default landing me on the directory pub. So the by default, the FTP lands you inside where FTP pub, and you can check any other content inside that. I can see there is nothing lying inside pub as of now. So let me quit from here. So if I want to just restrict my FTP a bit so that no one can anonymously connect to my FTP without any password, we can do some changes. First, let me show you exactly how we can connect through anonymous user. Okay, I give a IP, an FTP, and username I have to give a name like anonymous, and in the password I'll give it blank, and you can see the login is successful. It let me enter into the FTP, so anything inside pub I'll have access, which is not very good or not desirable every time. So we can do one thing, we can disable this anonymous access. Okay, this is the setting, anonymous enable. We have to set it as no, so that no one will be able to connect my box anonymously. Let's check one of the settings. It is local enable yes. That will make sure that our local users which are created in etc passwd should have access to the FTP server and should be able to publish the content through FTP in the home directories from the home directories. The third setting is write enable. That will allow the users to write on the FTP share, and the rest of the settings as well. So as of now, my anonymous enable is no and local user enable is yes. So in that case, my local user should be able to connect and anonymous should not. Let's have a test. Just a second, please. The browser is having some issues. Okay. Okay, now let me try to connect, whether I'm able to connect through anonymous user or not. Okay, I gave anonymous user and a blank password, and see, this time it's not accepting the password. You can see login is failed. Now let me try through my local user. Let's see what users I have in my home directory. Okay, let's pick two users. One is Adi and another is H. Gangwar. Okay, okay, this time it's sending a request to my server, and you can see now it's asking for a credential. Let me first provide a credential of my user Adi. You can see it's have a view of all the directories, and it can easily go inside the its home directory and publish the data which is lying inside. As of now, nothing is lying. Let's provide some data to Adi. Hmm. Appears I'm using a file. Hmm, it's throwing up. Oh, probably it needs a recursive settings. Hmm. Okay, the directory should have access. Let's see why it's creating an. Okay, now it's copied fine. Okay, let's try to connect again. Let me try to connect through my user Adi. Okay, this time let me try to home Adi user, and yes, I can see the images are lying there. Okay, there might be some permission issue, but as of now, the user is serving the data. Okay, let's proceed further. So there should be some security restrictions, like we should avoid giving access to some particular users which we want to. So we can also set a parameter like user list deny. Let me show you how I can do it. Let me add a parameter here. First, let me check exactly if it's existing or not. No, it's not. Okay, let me add a parameter here, user list underscore deny, and let me set this denial list to yes. Okay, now Let me add my user Adi user entry into this. You can see by default there's a lot of users. I have set the user list denial to no. So yes. So by default the user inside this file should not be able to log in through FTP. Let me add a user here, Adi. And just for the sake of testing, let me verify what entry I entered. Okay, user list deny is yes. Okay, let me restart the server again. And let's check again if I'm able to connect through my user Adi. Somehow I forgot to give a password. Okay, the password is also Adi and it didn't work. Let's try through my different user. And bingo, it's working fine through my second user, hgangwar. So the file is working very fine. That's good. That's good. Okay, one thing you guys have noticed that when I am checking through my when I am connecting to my FTP server, so the user have a complete visibility of all the file systems and all the files inside. They might not be able to open the and see the content of files due to permission, but they are able to view those files, which is not a good security factor. So we should chroot our environment. I guess you guys must be aware of the word chroot. If not, there's nothing worry. Chroot means just creating a chrooted jail environment so that user should not have access beyond its home directory. He can only see the contents of his home directory. His visibility will be restricted. Okay. First, let me show you exactly what's the scenario as of now. We can also use FTP command to 168.14.131. Let me log in through user hgangwar. Password is also hgangwar. Okay. Okay. Now I can see, as of now, I'm landing into my home directory where the files are host. That's all. But I have access to go to etc as well, and I can see the files over there, which is not a good thing. So we need to be ensured that the user should not see beyond its home directory. Let's set some chroot parameters here. Let's set the parameters here. Okay, so these are the basically our parameters. First thing, chroot local user, it's yes or no. So I'll set this parameter as yes. Somehow I made a mistake. Okay. This means the users which are mentioned in the chroot file, they have a visibility of complete file system. Or we can say they are not bounded by chroot rules. The second parameter is chroot list enable. It will enable the users inside the list. Again, I created a mess. And let me create my mess from here as well. And the third parameter here is chroot file, basically which file where I want to mention the usernames. Okay, the file name is etc vsftp chroot list. Okay, save the file. Just a second. Did I copy it wrong? Yes. Okay, perfect. Restart the, okay, first create the file also. And let's put my user Adi name here. That means he is excluded from the chroot rules. He can view the complete file system. Okay, something more. Restart the FTP server. Okay, that's good. Now let's put some content inside the home directory of my user HGangbar so that we can test both things easily. Touch. Okay, a random file name abc.txt and cp the content of etc fs tab to this abc.txt. Yes. Okay, that's great. Let's try the FTP visibility, exactly how much visibility my users have. First proceeding with my user Adi, I guess Adi should not be able to log in as of now. Yes, because one more rule is working here, which I have not cleaned yet. Let me show you. This is the rule, and these are the users which are not allowed to log in. So let me remove the user from here first. Again, restart the server, and now try with my user Adi. Good. You can see he can view complete file system. Okay. Now again try this access with another user, HGangbar. He is not excluded, so he should only see the files inside his user only. There are some other files as well in this, and leave it. Be at least bothered. Go back. Okay, let's see my abc.txt. It contains the fs-step content. Perfect. Okay, so we saw a few things, how we can restrict our user and how we can restrict its view as well. Now, one more scenario you can encounter, that you have multiple IPs and the FTP user can connect on any IP, and you don't want that. You want to restrict some other IPs. Just you only want to run the FTP on this 131 IP. Then there are different methods. One is TCP wrapper, another we can use IP tables. I prefer to use IP table rule here. So I want to block the FTP access on IP address 132 and 133. Okay, let me block it. IP tables -I input rule -D, the destination port 192.168.14.132 hyphen protocol, that is TCP. It runs on a TCP protocol hyphen destination port, D ports, and the port number is 20 -J, that is reject. Any traffic coming from anywhere when it's trying to reach on this particular IP on port 20, it will be rejected. Okay, same I'll do for the port 21 as well. One more for 133 IP. Let me save my IP tables rules. Great. So no new rules, only newly added rules. That is for destination ports. Don't confuse with these names. These names must be probably added in the etc hosts. That's why it's visible. Yes. so don't confuse with these names. Okay, now let me try on the different port. Okay, by this method as well. 132, and yes, it refused the connection. Now let me try for third IP as well. 192.168.14.133 through the port to the FTP protocol. It's trying to make a connection, but not successful. So it's validated that I can connect only on a single IP. Let's try that as well. Cool. Anonymous won't work here. Awesome. My server is perfectly protected. Thanks for viewing the video. Have a nice day.